Sometimes life hits hard, like a punch to the face. There are days when anxiety, grief, and stress can feel overwhelming, making it hard to think clearly. It's no secret that life can be painful and challenging, and often when you try to avoid your problems, you end up facing even more difficulties. There's no worse feeling than that sinking sensation in your stomach when you've hit rock bottom. It's a dark place, where hope seems distant and the way out unclear. Days feel longer, and sadness wraps around you. No matter how hard you try to hold on, everything seems to be falling apart and slipping out of your control. Whether it's the loss of a job, the death of a loved one, a broken relationship, or a major life event, just know that you're not alone in feeling this way. As Neil Donald Walsh once said, everything is falling together perfectly, even though it may look as if some things are falling apart. Trust in the process you are now experiencing. If you've been wishing for happiness or something new, sometimes things need to fall apart to make room for what you've been asking for. When life seems to be falling apart, it's important to remember that change is constant. Just as night turns into day, bad luck can transform into good, and what seems like a curse can become a blessing. Instead of seeing life as falling apart, could it be that, in the bigger picture, life is actually falling into place? It's not just the circumstances themselves that make us feel miserable, but how we perceive and react to them. Shakespeare said, "There is nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so." For things to change and grow, sometimes they need to fall apart first, to rebuild a stronger foundation. When you hit rock bottom, the only way is up, and that shows how resilient you are, even when things are tough. To allow new things into your life, you must let go of things that no longer serve you. Old beliefs that hold you back need to be released, even if it feels like everything is collapsing. Trust that things are unfolding as they should. Sometimes, things fall apart because you're only seeing a small part of the bigger picture. Life has its ups and downs, and tough times are just a small part of the journey. Life is neither fair nor unfair. It follows a natural flow. Whatever is meant to happen will happen, no matter how much you resist. It's important to accept that some things are beyond your control and go with the flow of life. Trying to wish away a difficult experience only makes it stronger. When you're deeply upset, gather yourself and keep moving forward. Feeling vulnerable is a normal part of being human. In your darkest moments, you discover your strength and resilience. Once the storm passes, you'll find that something better emerges. As Brené Brown said, vulnerability is the birthplace of innovation, creativity, and change. Sometimes the greatest breakthroughs happen when you feel the most hopeless. Even though it may not seem like it, these moments can lead to powerful transformations. As humans, we often feel uneasy about change, but it's okay to embrace discomfort instead of running away from it. Change is a natural part of growth and development. Sometimes you may think you're in control of life, but unexpected events shake that sense of stability. You might be hard on yourself, believing you caused things to fall apart, but trust that life is actually coming together in ways you can't yet see. There's a higher intelligence at work, guiding you to where you're meant to be. Life is a series of natural and spontaneous changes. Don't resist them, as that only brings sorrow. Let reality be what it is, and let things flow as they naturally will. Whether you call it the universe or God, trust that something greater is on your side, clearing the path ahead for you. Sometimes difficult experiences are necessary to help you learn and grow. But that doesn't mean life has to be painful all the time. If you change your perspective, it becomes easier to accept things as they are. You'll be kinder to yourself, understanding that everything happens for a reason, and the pain will eventually pass. Keep faith that better things are on their way. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to learn and grow, preparing you for the next steps in life. Think of life as a game. Just like in a game, you can't jump straight to the best part or become the strongest character right away. You have to go through different stages, learn lessons, and grow stronger before you can handle the good things that come. Embrace the journey and trust that each step is leading you to something better. This could be the time of a spiritual awakening, or perhaps you're already in the midst of one. If you haven't begun a spiritual journey yet, get ready for a transformative experience. It will change you in ways you never expected. You're here for a reason, so don't give up on yourself. Despite the pain and tears, the journey will be worth it in the end. Embrace this chance for growth and self-discovery because it can lead to a more fulfilling and meaningful life. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. This moment is your chance to explore your inner self deeply and connect with your creative power. It may not be easy, but don't give up. If you quit, you'll miss the opportunity to become the person you're meant to be, and that would be a real loss. Stay positive, be gentle with yourself, and embrace the journey. You have incredible power within you, so make the most of it and enjoy the process of self-discovery and growth. Pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. Difficult times don't have to make you miserable. You can choose to focus on the good instead. I'm so glad you stayed with me until the end. I hope you found something valuable today, and I wish you all the wonderful things life has to offer. Your thoughts and comments are always welcome, and I'd love to hear from you. May peace be with you, always.